Hey everyone, welcome to your channel. For today's video we just have a game uh, by two Indian genius Harikrishna and Praggnanandhaa. So be sure to watch this video till the end and make sure that you have subbed to the channel and give the thumbs up. Like this video, this just gives me a lot of energy. So let's begin, why not? This is the round 2 of the Tata Steel 2025, and here Harikrishna is just playing with the white pieces and black pieces black. So let's begin, why not? We have e4, c5, so Sicilian Defense is chosen by black. White plays knight to f3 and knight to c6, bishop to b5, going for the Rossolimo in this Sicilian opening. Okay, so knight to f6 is played, and here we see knight to c3, queen to c7, castles, and here knight to d4 is usually played. This position we see rook to e1, and it's just normal position, just to give this bishop and also get advantage here because of this c4, and now completely it's the Marochi structure, and these pawns are very strong. You can't very hardly play the move e6 d5. Okay, so that's why this is just completely better for white in this position. That's why I should take it on b5, which is the bishop is not possible. Instead we see rook to e1 from Harikrishna, and here Pragg continues his plan by playing a6, and we have bishop to f1, and here knight to g4 is played. Instead of knight to g4, just simple development move like d6 could be possible, but instead we see knight to g4, and here just the threat is so easy, right? Going for mate, knight takes on f3. Imagine this. Knight takes f3. Yo, what it is, and then knight takes and here you are not getting mated, but okay, you can escape, but yeah, this is actually the threat here. Okay, so g3 is played. Instead of g3, you could have played the move e5. So g3 instead. Knight takes f3, queen takes on f3, knight to e5, queen to e2, and here white's plan is just to go knight to d5. Okay, but actually let's go to the line. Here we see the move e6, after the move d3, d6, so bishop to e3, knight coming. So actually Black has made a lot of moves by his knight, okay, but in this position it is normal, and white cannot make any advantage of this and usage of these moves. We see f4, so actually this was getting away from a f4 threat himself. So as we see knight to c6, as I just mentioned, we have f4 now. Bishop to e7, queen to f2. Maybe white wants to push this phase. Okay, we have castles, bishop to g2, bishop d7, and now here, as I just mentioned, g4 is played. So Harikrishna is just trying to be very aggressive to Pragg, and Pragg has to be a little careful about this. And here we see so Pragg decides to push the queen side, okay, and if white instead tries to push this way to make his king safe. We have knight to d4, and queen to d8 is also queen. If you try queen d8 here, then g5 is played, okay? But here we see knight to d4, and here if you play this, then queen to d8, and if you play d5, then f6 somehow works, and bishop takes f6, then if you try this, then bishop to h4, and you're just having problem this way. And so this position seems completely risky playing the white pieces here. But here after knight to d4, we see rook a to c1, so defending this. And here rook a to e8 is played. Instead, as I just told you, queen to d8 was better move after g5 f6. Now we go queen to g3, and we get away from this line because he can takes, okay? Cannot take because the queen hanging on f2. So that's why actually queen to g3 is played in this position. And you may notice that b4 is not winning an exchange because the rook is nicely guarding the score on e2, because knight to e2 is not possible because rook on e1 is just guarding the score on e2. So, but okay, we see rook a to e8, main line, knight to e2, so trying to get rid of this knight on d4. So we have knight takes, rook takes, and d5. So black's strat is just to play d4 and have nice space advantage on the queen side. Okay, so we have g5, d4, bishop to d2, and it's a race, you know. Just Harikrishna is just trying to push this way, and as I just told you earlier, we have now c4, f3, c3, and it takes. If you try to take this way, this is wrong because c takes on d2. If you do this way to defend, then b4 is just completely winning because your rook in c1 is just completely defenseless. So rook takes on c3 instead of bishop takes on c3. Okay, rook takes on c3. We have f6. So Pragg is just trying to just to actually make this attack a little weaker by playing the move f6, but actually in this round we see g6. So but Harikrishna is also playing very risky, and a takes on g6 is played. Instead of g6 by Harikrishna, he could have just played the move g takes on f6, the very simple move, okay? But he wanted to actually, I know he wanted that to disrupt the pawn structure in front of the king, I know. But okay, I have nothing to tell you, and you must also be careful about this. You cannot play bishop to c5 because now actually here or just this is played. For example, if you play this, okay, and here is played. We have just bishop to e3 possible. Okay, so that's not a threat for now at the moment. But okay, let's go to the main line. Here takes on g6. Here we see d takes on c4, b takes on c4, and here after the move b3, bishop c5, bishop to e3, as I just mentioned earlier, is possible, but bishop to e3 blocks this, and this has no threat. Actually, takes, and we see g5. So, but pushes. If you take, then I'll just take back, and now I'm just attacking your queen. After your queen moves away, or just here, we can just take this, okay? Or maybe just pushing. This is also possible. Yes, it's also possible to push even. But actually, after this g5, Harikrishna played the move f5. Here we have queen to f4, offering the queen exchanges. The moment we have h takes on g5, queen takes on f2, check, and king takes on f2. We see c takes on b3, a takes on b3, after f takes on g5. So we have rook to c7, attacking this bishop and controlling this rank. Bishop to b5, and now the threat is just taking the pawn, winning pawn. So bishop to h3 was played to defend this. Then we have e takes on f5, e takes on f5, e takes on e3, king takes on e3, and this position is completely drawish. But actually, they made some mistakes in this position. Rook to b7 was blunder because of this rook to c3, and after king to f2, then rook to c4, it's double attack. Okay, and this position, if you play this, then I'll just take. Okay, and this is completely winning for black, for Pragg. So rook to c6 instead was played, and here you see rook to b7. I will just told you it was blunder. He could set stake. After here, I just play. It's not going here because of this bishop to b7, I believe, and here we see bishop to c8 and just taking this. If you play this immediately, yes, it's also just winning, and I believe that's why actually Harikrishna is just freer in this position after this. If this, then bishop to e2, I'm just attacking this. Okay, and if you try to go this way, then I just have bishop to d3 defending. Or if you just take, I just take your pawn, and this position is completely draw. But you need to find the hard move king to f2 in this position. So that's why actually Harikrishna just feared this position and didn't play taking on c6 and playing the move king to f2. It was, I believe, a little difficult to find this move. Okay, but if you, as I just said, if you play this, then bishop to e2 is played, and if you take with the king, then I just take your pawn on a6. So that's why actually, if you play this, then I play bishop here to go here and to defend this pawn and also attack this pawn. Okay, so that's why actually bishop to this b7 is the best. But as I just told you, bishop to d7 also wins on the spot. So it was actually, I believe that king to f2 was difficult move to find. That's why rook to b7 was played. But after rook to c3, king to f3, king to f2, rook to d3, and rook to d3 was another miss by Pragg. Could just give this check, and maybe at least now it will be going for a straight rook to c4 in this position. But rook to d3 was played in the main game, and after bishop to h5, rook to d7. Rook to d7 was another actual blunder by Pragg. He could actually try to win this game by playing rook to h3, and after, for example, check king to e5, now the king is also coming in. If you try to take, but also your bishop is hanging, so you have to save your bishop first, bishop g6. But now, as I just told you, this pawn is so dangerous, g4, and this position is just completely hopeless for white, I believe. If rotates on g7, rotates on f3, king to g1, check, and after king to g1, rook to b3, and this position is winning for black. Okay, so, but, okay, rook to d3, and as I just said, bishop to h5 was played, rook to d7, rook to b8, again making another blunder of the game. We have in this endgame, we have this idea, and bishop to g6, we have king to d4, rook to c8, so completely blocking this fire and preventing the king to run this way. We see rook to d6, bishop to h5, and rook to c6, and rook to g8, and rook to c7, king to g3, and as you can see, this position is just completely hopeless for white to hold, and at this moment he decided to, actually Harikrishna just decided to resign this, and this gave this game. Hope you enjoyed this video, please, and also actually the cause of losing for Harikrishna was that he missed a lot of chance by actually trading, and if he couldn't find into f2, then it was a simply draw for him, but he didn't, unfortunately, and lost the game. That's how the chess works. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video, and please give the thumbs up, like this video, and see you next time, and please make sure that you have subbed to the channel. Hope you enjoyed this video, see you next time, bye for now.